Hello! Yes, I'm a little late in starting this evening, but I had to get a Bella because otherwise you guys were gonna riot for lack of cat, so it had to be done. Um, we're gonna beat Emerald. That's the goal. That's the plan. Um, what can I tell you? I did some training off stream. Um, I Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try because we've got like 2.5, 3 hours to stream, right? So we're gonna try the challenge first, which is to beat it within the level caps, no saving in between Elite Four members, no healing during battle. If it gets to be about 9:30, we will give up on that, and we're just gonna beat the game with all the full restores and revives that I have accumulated. Okay. All right. I think we're good now. The one thing, there's two things I don't know. One, am I gonna have to mess with my controller? Possibly. And then two, I haven't actually tested the save now that I've ported it back to the computer. It should work fine, but it's something that does always worry me. So let's figure it out, shall we? I've also determined that I probably, unfortunately, even though we did it for one stream and it was okay, but I have to be careful, I think, with the Freddy Fish soundtrack, playing that as pre-stream. Yeah, you can have cat cam. Because that does get content matched, if you can believe it. So it is what it is. Okay, no, we don't have to. I must have yelled at RetroArch in just the right way in order to make it not in order to make it remember my controller buttons. I don't know. It's very strange. But here's my Pokemon. I only ended up getting one Shell Bell because I forgot to get more. But that's where we're at. So we've got, and we've got them here arranged in order that we caught them. We've got Aquarius, Orson, Birdo, Prestique, Woof, and Bradman. As you can see, they're all at level 58, on the cusp of level 59. And they all have a ribbon, which is the effort ribbon, which means that they have their effort values maxed out. I wouldn't call them EV trained by any means. I gave some of them... Hear Wally's screaming. I gave some of them, like, proteins and calciums to try and, I don't know, make some of the stats I thought were more important go up faster, but, they've got a mishmash. We've been fighting wild Pokemon in the Pokemon League, we've been fighting trainers, and we've been fighting Wally, apparently. Wally! Are you jealous because your sister's on stream? He's probably jealous. I did see that Optimus Prime's voice actor passed away. These things, unfortunately, they often come in threes. We lost Dolly Parton, Tim Curry, and I'm afraid I don't know the gentleman's name. Let me look it up here. Because he was Eeyore as well. Optimus Prime VA. Peter Cullen. Yeah, that's right. He looks... What else has he done? I'm sure he's done other things that I've been familiar with over the years. Lot of 90s cartoons. . 90s. 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 Oh, he was the narrator in IGPX? I didn't know that. He was the voice of Carr in Knight Rider? I didn't know that. Yeah. You know, just a legend. So that is unfortunate. Peter Cullen. Yeah. You know, the first time I remember observing these people tend to pass away in threes was back in 2009 when, in quick succession, we had, Farrah Fawcett, Ed McMahon, and Michael Jackson all passed away within, I think that was within 3 days. If not, it was within, like, the same week. It was a very short time period. Okay. What items do y'all have? You have the amulet coin, you have the shell bell, you have the lax incense. I mean, the only other thing I could maybe do is I could give them, like, citrus berries if I have enough, but I haven't been, like, planting berries. A voice actor from Until Dawn passed? Oh! That's one of the few spoopy games that I've played. Oh no. We've got a couple of like status healing berries, which might be good to give people. Like, I don't remember a lot of statusing happen. Maybe Drake might paralyze a bunch with like Dragon Breath. But yeah, I guess I'm just not sure what... It's been a while since I fought the Gen 3 Pokemon League, so... let me just make sure that I am indeed logged into the retro achievements. I am. Okay. We're gonna give this a shot. I don't have a lot of confidence that we can do this, because people have said this is very hard, and it is a crapshoot, even when you are at the right level. So we might have to come back here another day with, like, properly bred and EV-trained Pokemon with better items that we get from the Battle Frontier. Which is... just sounds awful, but hey, it might be what we have to do. Okay, we're starting with Weepinbell, which is a good place to start. You know, the good news is we start off with a very crushing advantage, right? We're like 10 levels higher than this guy. That's not a team that inspires confidence. Farfetch'd is actually not bad. Let's just try Razor Leaf and see what that does for us. Bella will watch on. Mighty Judgy. I don't know. Sydney might... We are over-leveled enough for Sydney that Sydney might be free. But I'm not willing to count on that. Ooh, double team. That's mean. You start the Mightyena with Sand Attack, and then you've got the Shiftry with double team. Swagger can miss? Oh, yeah, I think Swagger can miss. Okay. What are your guys' moves? Not you. Weepinbell still might be the best choice, unfortunately. You know what, we'll switch to Oddish. No, I haven't watched any My Hero Academia. I apologize. Oh, Oddish knows Moonlight. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. 2 double teams, but we're still hitting. We're doing okay. Okay, so that will boost the power of my acid. So if that hits, that's good. But of course, the deal with Swagger and the way Confusion works in this gen is that will also make me hurt myself harder in Confusion. At least by a little bit. Torment. I don't remember what Torment does. Does it mean I can't use non-attacking moves? I think it does. I think that means I'm locked out of Moonlight. But now that you're gone, Torment might be done. Oh, you have the Shell Bell. Oh, okay. Excellent. Okay. Oh, the other thing I did, I think I mentioned this in the Discord, is I did go ahead and I found all of the rare candies that exist in the world. So if somehow we get past Drake, we're just gonna go all in on rare candies before we hit Wallace. Swords Dance. A little scary. A little scary. I really would have preferred that to knock you out. Aerial Ace! Oh, dear. oh dear. This should knock you out. Orson's not going to be much use in this battle, unfortunately, because dark types aren't very good against other dark types. But we might just stick it out. Taunt, Mean Look, Nightshade. Does Dark... Dark is immune... It's immune to Psychic. Is it also immune to Ghost? I think it is, actually. Yes. Yes, it is. Man, that's messed up, isn't it? Dark gets 2 immunities? Is that right? Must be. Okay. Well, I reckon we'll just keep using Feint Attack and see where that puts us. Putting Bella to sleep. Okay. Crawdaunt is boosting its attack. Thankfully, Crawdaunt isn't too fast, and even if it is, we're 10 levels higher than it. Wow! Good job, Orson. Dark is super effective against Ghost. It is. Dark is good against other ghosts. And if you try to use a ghost on Dark, I think there's immunity there. That's 2 critical hits in a row. That's fairly unlikely. I mean, we might as well level someone else up. Let's level up Bradman, if at all possible. Okay. Alright, 1 down. 1 down. Oddish is evolving. Yeah, sure. Well, no. You know what? No, we don't have time for this, Oddish. We might be here a while. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, and we're just gonna move these up here, which, you know, if I end up resetting isn't gonna do me a heck of a lot of good, but I'll remember that for next time. What do you think, Bella? You think I'm gonna instantly win? You're not sure. Phoebe! Phoebe. Well, I think we're gonna lead with Prestique. Because you're only level 58, and we'd sure like you to level up to 59. She's just tired. She's just kind of eepy. Kind of round. She gives a small kiss. Okay, what do we have to work with? So what's super effective against Ghost? I know Dark is. I know Bug is super effective against Dark and Psychic. But I think Ghost resists it. Is there anything else that's super... Oh, yeah, Ghost. Ghost is weak to Ghost. Right, yeah, it's one of those dragon weird things. So, we don't have... We do have Crunch. That's good to keep in mind. Okay. Okay. Will, Oh, does Ekans know Crunch? No, you know freaking Stockpile and Spit Up. You are useless. Alright, well let's try Growth. And Giga Drain. How much does that do? It does a little bit. Effect Spore. Oh, I forgot about Effect Spore. You know what? I get a free swap. We're doing it. I lose the growth, but that's okay. No, none of these are shiny. We've had this conversation before, and I don't blame you, because he looks weirdly desaturated. But I promise you, this is not a shiny Paris. Emerald just has a weird color palette for it compared to Fire Red and Leaf Green. Oh, that didn't kill you? Well, now you're gonna use full restore, aren't you? Yeah. Rude. I'm not using full restores in battle. I think you should respect me and do the same. I thought you caught a shiny Graveler in Fire Red recently. I thought on Discord you said you were replaying that on the Switch. But yeah, in your defense, how often do you see Paris in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald? You know? Why do you know Ice Beam? We're swapping. I don't want you staying in for Ice Beam. I could go for Confuse Ray, but I think Spark will just be better. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a liar. Oh, here, let me adjust this back down. There. Now you might be able to hear me a little better. Like, 5% better. Did I ever play Virtual Village? No. That's not familiar to me. Is that something we've discussed before? That's not even something that registers in my memory. I'm sorry. We'll use a Confuse Ray on Banette. I think Banette's moveset is things like Spite and Grudge and like PP reducing moves, which I don't appreciate. Typically speaking, might even know Curse. Yeah, Grudge is a move I think where if I knock it out, I will lose all of the power points for the last move I used to knock it out, I think. Hey, Cheat, welcome. Good to see ya. Remind me, put something in the Discord. Remind me to look into Virtual Village and ask me if I ever played it, and I'll look into it. Because I'm not gonna remember while we're trying to fight the League with random Pokemon like this. My brain's kind of all over the place. Sableye. Sableye is a bastard Pokemon because it has no weakness. Dark and Ghost is a combination that has no weaknesses until I think Fairy types are introduced. Sableye and Spiritomb is the other one. That was a thing back in the cheating days of the DS Grand Exchange. Is like you would see these Pokemon offered up for trades, or people would like hack them in for like Battle Tower, I think, and people would bring in Spiritomb with Wonder Guard, and so you couldn't do anything about them, like unless you brought a Pokemon that knew like Toxic or Confuse Ray or Curse or something like that. It was kind of ridiculous. Yeah, Spiritomb looks cool. I would agree with that. You'll get no quarrel from me. Although maybe you'll get a little bit of quarrel from me. Spiritomb kind of looks like like when you have an episode of a cartoon when they shrink down and they go into someone's body to fight bacteria. Spiritomb just kind of looks like the cartoon villain Bacteria more than a ghost, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe that's a weird take, but he's always looked a little more germ-like than ghost-like to me. But I don't hate his design, regardless. Okay. We're actually doing okay. As long as we don't get screwed over with the rolls, we might actually just win first try. They should have used the ghost from Gen 1. Oh, what, the generic, like, this ghost can't be identified because you don't have the Sylph Scope ghost? I mean, there's some creepypasta hacks with that. There might even be a Masigno that you can catch that has that look. I'm not positive about that. But I think so. Yeah, I probably should have shut up and not said anything, but it's okay. Oh yeah, you might be asking, Crispy, you have a suspicious number of revives and full restores. Like, what's the deal with that? So, as it turns out, the rich kids in front of Petalburg are loaded. They drop a lot of money. If you fight them with the amulet coin, they drop twice as much money. And I was able to steal a couple of nuggets off of them a couple of times, which is even more money. So yeah. Like, how much money do I have? Like, I was broke at the end of last session. Also, we were at like 24 hours at the end of last session. Now, granted, I used a lot of speed up, but yeah, we would have been here grinding a while. So you can thank me for not subjecting you to that. And that's not a fair one-to-one comparison, that timestamp, because when you're speeding up, you know, there's plenty of times where I just left my phone turned on and left speed up turned on while I did something else. So, like, there's a lot of wasted time there. Don't save. Don't save. Okay, next is the Ice Lady, and I am just genuinely concerned for her. I feel like she's the one that I remember struggling against the most. I think she has a couple of Pokemon that know Sheer Cold, but fun fact, she won't be able to Sheer Cold us, because you have to be at a higher level than your opposing Pokemon in this gen. So we're safe from Sheer Cold, but Walrein is still a jerk, and we have to watch out. Oh! Oh, what a blessed start! Oh, it only knows Thunder, though. Okay, what else we got? Is Steel strong against Ice? I don't remember that interaction. You might be good against Glalie. And if nothing else, Future Sight can be pretty good if we can just last. Because I know Steel resists Ice. You're okay. You'll resist Ice. What does Beat Up do? Summons party Pokemon to join in the attack. Interesting. Masquerain. I don't think... I mean, you can Paralyze, maybe, if... Perish Song. If we get her down to her last Pokemon, we can use Perish Song. That's good. I don't know, this isn't the worst hand to be dealt. Neither is it the best, however. Alright, how many times can Thunder hit in a row? That's the question. What's the accuracy on Thunder? Is it 90 or 70? I think it's changed from generation to generation. Okay, there's Glalie. I don't want to use Jolteon for Glalie. It's 70? That's rough. Hey, Glalie's part dark, isn't it? You know how I said Masquerain wasn't going to be much help? I take it back. I think Masquerain can do some good work here. Silver Wind. Super effective Silver Wind. Oh, I didn't fix myself a drink. Okay. We will consider fixing that. If I lose. Okay. I think this kills the Masquerain. No, you survive. Good. Alright. Silver Wind. Oh, are you not part Dark type? Did I misremember that? Oh. Okay, well, I think we have to let Prestique die, unfortunately. I don't know if this is the right move, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try and beef up this Clefairy with cosmic power. We're gonna try to beef it up. Don't freeze, please. Okay. Yeah. This is kind of working. This is... We're making a tank. I don't know how valuable this is. I mean, it's wasting Ice Beam power points, which is always valuable. Let's keep going. What do you think, Bella? Can we win? I think we can win. Okay, so we've used 3 cosmic powers. Let's do a Meteor Mash and just see how much that does. And it missed. Fab. Love that for me. Steel is super effective against ice. Okay. I think you're gonna full restore. Yes, you are. So we'll take the free cosmic power. We're gonna roll up our sleeves here. We gotta get serious, all right? This is not a time to be messing around. Now, I think this is only good... And I guess we'll find out, because I'll probably stay in, but my recollection... that's not so good. But we'll just hope I thaw and I can use Moonlight. My recollection is that Steel moves are not very effective against water Pokemon for some reason. So Meteor Mash might not be so great against Wall Rain. Also, I'm thinking you must be out of Ice Beams, which is great for me. I can't be frozen anymore. If you crit, I'm boned. Okay, I think I should thaw this turn. I don't remember if freezing is like sleep and it's got a fixed number. Okay, we might be boned. I mean, we got other Pokemon we can use, but... Oh, Bradman. You were supposed to be the chosen one. Shoot. What is Doom Desire? Summon Strong Sunlight to attack 2 turns later. It's a Steel Future Sight? Okay. Interesting. We're gonna go with you. We're gonna try this beat up move. Oh, interesting. What a strange move. I mean, I don't think there's any point in me using agility here. I'm faster than a Celio. I'm probably faster than a Walrein. Hail might be a problem. It won't be a problem for Sneasel, but, you know, any subsequent Pokemon I bring out, this could be problematic. Oh, what's up, Bella? Please stay. Haha, you knocked yourself out with Double Edge, you fool! Ah, crap, the last... Okay, but as long as we can knock out... Like I said, we need to... Okay. If we can knock out Walrein and keep these guys reasonably alive, we basically win. It's gonna be a bit tight. But as long as we can get Mischievous to use Perish Song on the final Pokemon, we simply win. Okay. Now, as much as I'd like to go for Aquarius, I'm not going to, because I'm pretty sure... I don't know how Hail... I know that Thunder's accuracy is 100% during rain, and I think it's 50% during harsh sunlight. But I don't remember what a hailstorm does. I think it's neutral. Maybe we do go for Aquarius. Go for the Thunder Hail Mary? Yeah. Yeah, I think we gotta. We could just Thunder Wave and Paralyze, but I think we want to try to kill. Excellent. I think we win. Another Glalie. Okay. We're gonna try Perish Song. Okay. As long as... I'm assuming this Glalie knows Ice Beam as well. And as long as Ice Beam doesn't kill me right now... Oh, I'm faster. We win. This duel is on a timer. Perish count fell to 3. We're gonna switch to Jirachi because the ghost moves will only be normal effective on you. Chose Doom Desire as its destiny. So edgy, Jirachi. Bye-bye, Glalie. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, we're doing okay. We gotta go up against Drake this time. Oh, we don't have a cat. You're right. Bella might have been the force that was helping us win. So, that's unfortunate. You know, there's every chance that we just get all Cocoon evolutions and Tyrogue, right? So, you know, we have to prepare for that. But, you know, maybe we'll also get Articuno and Walrein, and we'll just win. That would be nice. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. The Dragon Master Drake. I do wish Drake would put a shirt on, but Drake don't listen to me. Swalot. Sludge Bomb isn't bad. Alright. What do we got? We do have a Jinx. Do you know Ice Punch? No, you don't know any ice moves! Sky Uppercut could be useful. I think his Salamence and maybe his Altaria no Fly. But then I'm gonna get hit with Fly. This is a pretty rough selection, in my opinion. No. Shirts are important. Shirts have fun patterns on them. I would have thought he would have gone for Protect there, so that's why I went to Stockpile. But I was mistaken. Right, okay, you've got the thing that means you don't take recoil damage right. This is unfortunate. You know, Swalot was, unfortunately, one of the better Pokemon. And maybe I should have swapped it out and saved it. Oh, Flygon. I forgot you had a Flygon! What can we do about Flygon? What do you do with a problem like a Flygon? Now, Flygon is, I believe, Dragon Ground and simply knows Levitate? I don't think it's Dragon Flying. Does that change what I want to do appreciably? It means that fighting moves, I think, are going to be normally effective against you. But of course, Sky Uppercut can still miss, like 10% of the time or whatever, and of course, you know, Earthquake. Hitmonchan, why? Why Hitmonchan? I should have used counter that second time. Counter would have been smart. I never use counter, but counter, I think, would have been the correct move there. Yeah. I don't feel so good about this one. Oh, come on. Do any of you know, like, quick attack? No. Jinx is fast, so I guess we're going with Jinx. Salamence knows Flamethrower for sure, or Fire Blast, one of the two. Great, that's good. It knows Rock Slide? Quit teaching your Pokemon awesome coverage moves! Final member of the Elite Four? I'm sad because, you know, I would have been a lot less sad if we lost at Phoebe. But the fact that we made it all the way to Drake, and now this is the position we're in, it's depressing. It makes me sad. Maybe we could have done some Intimidate shenanigans as well. That's another thing I need to keep in mind, but I think it's Jover for this run. Yeah, we survived because of Intimidate. So if we had been a little more judicious with that, maybe Butterfly could have lived. Okay. Well, hey, that was a good trial. I'm going to fix myself a drink, cry a little bit, and then we'll be back, and we'll try this again. One moment, please. Clearly we need a cat to win. So, I'm hoping Wally will bring us good luck. Hi there. So we got really far with Bella's help, but then she abandoned us, and then we lost. So it's up to you to lead us to victory, okay? He really did not want to come down here. But, well, I made him. It's also hard to carry a cat and a cocktail at the same time, I gotta say. It's basically a Manhattan, but there's some orange and maraschino liqueurs in there as well for extra sweetener, because I like a sweet cocktail usually. I like my cocktails on the sweeter side. Okay. Loudred, not bad. Ladybug, basically a cheerleader. Moltres is good. Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon's interesting, actually, because with Belly Drum and Flail, it could actually be really quite powerful, but it's kind of a wild card. Muck's pretty great. Swalot's not as good as Muck. Muck is better. We would have preferred to have Muck in the previous battle. Oh yeah, because you know Minimize as well. Yeah, Muck is definitely better. We are gonna switch to Swalot because we've been intimidated, so our attack is lower, which is not good for Loudred, who uses normal type moves. Since I'm swapping in, no Intimidate goes off, my attack points are intact. And you're sending out the Grass-type Pokemon against the Poison-type. Interesting choice, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off. Or bold strategy, rather. Why are you paused? What the crap? Retro Arch. Retro Arch, what you doing? Retro Arch is being weird. It's not me. So, you know how... I don't know if this is what's happening, but... Excuse me a moment. You know how we were joking on Discord about how I seem to spill a lot of drinks? Yeah, before Tuesday's stream, I spilled another drink, if you can believe it. And I spilled it on the keyboard. So I wonder if my keyboard is just now going haywire. Can you please? Okay. I'm going to unplug and plug the keyboard back in and see if that fixes my problem. Actually, as a matter of fact, I don't think I even need the keyboard plugged in. I don't think I do. If I can just... Okay, this is great and all, but where'd the audio go? Where'd the audio go? Guys. Okay. It's at 0%. We don't want that, but... I am so sorry. Ugh. All right, I'm just going to close and relaunch RetroArch. No, we're not doing that. That's too jank even for me. The audio is still off. No. Oh my god. Okay. I'm plugging the keyboard back in. It wasn't supposed to be like this, guys. We were gonna have a great time. Wally was gonna hang with us. We were gonna beat the Pokemon League. Good time to be had by all. I mean, here's the thing. We can play muted now, but clearly turning it off and on again didn't fix it. So the next time we play something, we're gonna have the same issue. So if I can't figure out how to fix this, we're in trouble, guys. Um I don't know what to do. Wally, what do I do? Wally, what do I do? Where did my audio go? Why? Why? Why is the only audio option from command mute? Why can't I turn it off and on? I did turn it off and back on. If you haven't been paying attention, Czar, it didn't work. It didn't resolve the issue. I'll do it again just to demonstrate. It's off. Now it's back on. Nothing. And now Wally's left me. I have to Google this problem. This is silly. My keyboard's busted. The keyboard's busted. I am missing half of my letters. Serenity now. Serenity now. Yeah, I've got another somewhere. It's not going to be a good one, but that'll fix one problem. And then we'll still have to troubleshoot the audio issue. Talk amongst yourselves. Well, I have no idea how well this keyboard will work, but, you know, this one was at least made for a Mac. Granted, it was made for a Mac like 15, 20 years ago, but it was still made for a Mac. Okay. Which freaking cord do I need to unplug? This one? Okay. It appears to be that one. Okay. Good news. I think this keyboard works. Okay. Audio at 0 dB in RetroArch. RetroArch, once again, just it can't be a good program. It's got to do bonkers crap like this. Okay, settings, audio, output. Find the volume or master slider. Yeah? Where's that, bud? We were supposed to be done with this today. Okay, possible loud noise incoming. Oh. There it is. Christ alive. Okay. If you're watching on YouTube, I've just cut to now. Seems I'm having to do that a lot lately. Long story made short, last stream I spilled a drink on my keyboard. It started spazzing out and making RetroArch do whack-ass crap. And as a result of that, it muted the audio, and I had to dig through RetroArch settings to figure out how to get it back. It wasn't just muted, it, like, lowered a slider somewhere that I've never touched before. Great program, RetroArch. God. Serenity now. We are, unfortunately, now without Cat. Wally wanted nothing to do with this, so we have to try this catless. Which, you know, we started failing once Bella left, so... No, I can do it. That's all right. Eclipse. If you look at the last Tingle upload, I actually edited that myself. I cut out a chunk where I was dicking around with RetroArch, if you can believe it. Well, this isn't the most inspiring team. Zap Cannon's pretty good. Spinda's a weird one. Spinda's just has, like, average stats across the board. Really? Sandshrew has higher attack than Spinda? Huh. I don't see Sandshrew being too helpful. He's got a Crawdaunt. And a Cacturn. You're pretty dope. You exist. I can work with you. Let's try the good old lock-on Zap Cannon. Yeah, Sand Attack won't work, buddy. I got Zap Cannon. I don't get a same type effectiveness boost. Or stab. But, hey, if nothing else, I knocked him out. I could switch here, or I could use Lock-On again. What would I prefer to do? I think I would prefer to switch. Because I'd kind of like to save Zap Cannon for Crawdaunt if I need it. I don't think we'll need it. I don't think Sydney's gonna be our barrier here, now that we're all leveled up like. I am still worried about Glacia. I think we got off pretty easy with Glacia that first round. And obviously Drake is, you know, concerning. Okay. I could just send out Zapdos. Oh, wait, you don't have Thunder. You only have Drill Peck and Thunder Wave. Weird. Okay. Then go Aquarius, I guess. Hypercutter is actually, I think, really good for me to have, because that'll make my Tri-Attack really powerful, right? Surely. Let's see how much it does. That seems... I mean, maybe it's better than average, but that doesn't impress me that much. Double team. Okay. Alright. My mood is recovering. Well, we're gonna have to swap you out. I have no desire to leave you leech-seated. You know, on the other hand, maybe you'll stay in. If we can get you to level 60 before Drake, that'd be pretty cool. I'm not thinking that'll knock me out. No, it didn't. Okay. No, Bradman, you don't need to evolve, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Next, a battle. Alright, Phoebster. Phoebe. What do you got? You know Pursuit, so you're not useless. How we doing? Bite is okay. Yeah, Bite's pretty good there. Zap Cannon, sure. Cheerleader. Zap Cannon's alright. Useless in this battle. Okay. So we have 4.5 Pokemon, really. We'll give it a go. Do I have a favorite Elite Four member? I mean, if we're gonna say we're including champions, it's probably Blue, right? It's probably Gary Oak. But if it weren't that, what might it be instead? Let me think on that. Because who do you have in Gen 1? You've got Lorelei. She's alright. You got Bruno. You got Agatha. You've got Lance. Then you've got Gary Oak. And then, what do you have in Johto? I think it's Will. Koga gets an upgrade. Bruno. A lady, I'm not remembering her name, but she's the dark type one. Dark type one. She has an Umbreon. I guess that makes her dark type. But she also has, like, a Vileplume and crap, so who knows. And then it's Lance. He becomes champion again. We know who we got in Gen 3. I mean, Steven's pretty... I like Steven. I think I like Steven better than Blue, honestly. Alright, well, Clamperl, you did your job. Cynthia, I'll be honest, I don't really remember Cynthia that well. I spent a lot of time fighting the Elite Four in Fire Red and in Ruby. Less so in Emerald, so I'm not as keen or familiar with Wallace. And I didn't really fight the Pokemon League a lot in Diamond, so after the first fight with Cynthia, I don't really remember Like, who's all in the Pokemon League in Gen 4? There's a fire guy with an afro. I think there's a, like, Agatha, but ground type, possibly. Type of lady. Yeah, the Sinnoh Elite Four just didn't leave much of a impact on me. I'm sorry to say. I think a lot of people I think struggled with Cynthia in the Pokemon League. I don't remember struggling, but it's been 20 years, so you know, it's very possible I did. The other thing is, I think Cynthia played a fairly large part in the anime, and I think that's where a lot of the thirst comes. You know, you get featured in the anime, you're gonna, you know, suffer that. Where, you know, I don't, you know, what I'm trying to say, I don't think people thirst for Erica as much as they do Sabrina and Misty. You know, Erica was featured far less prominently in the anime compared to Sabrina and Misty. Yeah, Agatha's a ghost user, but there's an older woman in the Sinnoh Pokemon League, and that's why I called her Agatha, because I don't remember her name. I don't remember any of their names. There's Fire Guy, and there's an old woman with ground type. She's got the Hippowdon. And that's all I remember. Oh, right. Right. Yeah, there's a... I've seen it where they've taken the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl sound font, right? And they start playing Cynthia's song, and as it plays, it turns into One-Winged Angel, you know, the Sephiroth boss music. And that's fun, you know, I can get behind that. But yeah, people are traumatized by Cynthia's music because it's associated with Cynthia, who they struggled against, and I just don't remember having that experience. But I bet you know, if we were to play Diamond, I bet I'd struggle. Because I'm not as sharp as I once were. Oh, what a waste. Should have locked on. Should have locked on. Yeah, you're traumatized by Cynthia. Sounds like a skill issue, man. I don't know what to tell you. Unfortunately, we're out of attacks to use. The only viable Pokemon to swap into is Manectric, and obviously I'm not swapping into an Earthquake, so we're just wasting moves that won't do anything. Bertha? Sure. Who are the other two members of the Sinnoh Elite Four, besides Fire Guy and Bertha? I just can't remember them at all. Not in the slightest. I think one of them had a Bronzong, so I don't know if he was a Psychic or a Steel type. Sableye. Bug and Psychic. Okay, so the Bronzong belonged to a Psychic user. Bug. I do not remember there being a Bug Elite Four member. That sounds made up. I think that was in someone's fanfic. I don't think that was real. I don't think Game Freak would do that to us. Don't die. Okay. We squeaked by Phoebe. We weren't dealt the best Pokemon, in my opinion. He has a Vespiquen. Okay, sure. Wasn't there a bug gym leader? No, there was a grass gym leader. I'm thinking of Gardenia, who I think the internet is also quite thirsty for. The internet's quite thirsty for all of the lady gym leaders in various measures. Yeah, he sounds like a self-insert. What about the male gym leaders? I wouldn't know which ones people are lusting after. I mean, I have to imagine Brock has the most fanfiction about him just because of his prominence in the anime. I think that's a fair given assumption. But as far as the... I don't know who's... I don't know. Maybe Giovanni, because he's like a villain as well. But beyond that, I can't imagine there's too much Blaine fanfic going around, right? Lance isn't a gym leader. Neither is Steven. But if we're including the Elite Four, then maybe. I don't know if Steven had much of a role in the anime, though. See, that's the thing. So I don't know how much character there is to flesh out for Steven. Okay, Shuppet's average. You've got some good rock moves. We can try some sheer cold cheese. Cacturn isn't the worst. I mean, it dies to grass, but if we're up against, you know, Walrein or Celio, I think it'll be fine. You kind of suck. Cross Chop isn't bad to have. We're gonna swap to Celio. And we're just gonna spam Sheer Cold and see what happens. So how do one-hit KOs work in this game? I think as long as I'm a higher level, I start with like a base 30% chance to hit, and then the more levels I have above my opponent, that goes up a smidge, maybe like 1% or so. So I've got about a 40% chance to hit. It's not great, but it means I should hit at least one, right? Now that is unfortunate. I will say, I'm noticing that paralysis seems to be the most common status ailment, so maybe the Pokemon that I have on my team that aren't holding items, maybe I should give them a Cherry Berry. Yay! Sheer Cold! It's a one-hit KO! Yes! 2 in a row! Sheer cold! I'm far less worried about this battle now. Alright, we get one more chance at the one-hit KO shenanigans. But we took out 2 with sheer cold. That's a win in my book. Hey, guess what? We hit 2 out of 5. That's about a 40% success rate. The system works. Fun fact, Blizzard always hits when it's hailing. Oh god, that did negative damage. Oh, we can rest. Yeah, let's do that. You think you're the ice Pokemon master? Not so. That does not do nearly enough damage. Okay. I think... What do I think? I think now it makes sense to maybe swap Celio for someone else. And I think we're gonna swap for you. I think we're gonna try Ancient Power and see if that's enough to take you out. Boy, it's already close to 9:30. I mean, the technical issues ate up some time, granted. If we don't succeed on this challenge attempt, we are, I think, going to just, you know, save between battles, and, you know, we'll come back and do the challenge run with some Pokemon that are a little better groomed for it. Oh, please hit again. Oh, yes. Anorith. That was beautiful. Are we going to do more Pokemon randomizers? I don't know. Do you guys like this? We did this because the fake internet points website told me to. But if you guys like this sort of thing, you know, there's other types of randomizers where they don't necessarily change after every battle, but there's other types of stuff going on. I know you have, but I'm trying to get, you know, feedback from the audience at large. Okay, we are back to Lance. This is not a drill. Okay, we are facing Lance once again. As long as I can name a Pokemon after a pre-war cricketer. Yeah, that's probably still fine. I think we lead with either Anorith with Orson or Aquarius. let's lead with Aquarius. Alright. Last time against Drake, we got, I think, a particularly bad draft of Pokemon. We could have made it work a little better for us, granted. If I had used Counter as Hitmonchan, I think we would have gotten a smidge further. I don't think we would have won, though. If I could lead with Articuno, Articuno would be real cool. Well, it gave me a Gen 1 bird, but not the one I wanted. Oh boy, what do we got here? Farfetch'd is okay. It's very squishy. I mean, I'll try and do a Swords Dance so I can slash, but I have my doubts. Mareep. The trouble is, Dragon-type resists the 4 primary starter types: Fire, Water, Grass, and Electric. Yeah, I think Drake might have been the guy in Wild Arms. You might be right. You know Counter. That's good to know. You also know Megahorn, and Megahorn's mighty powerful. It's not a great crop. We've got, like, 3 pretty viable Pokemon. The rest are kind of... Like, this guy's garbage, but that's why I'm starting with him. Wow. You missed twice. That's unlikely. There we go. Given that it's not same type attack, yeah, I didn't think it would kill me, but that might make you faster than me, so this next one probably... No? Wow, Shelgon's slow. Try Air Cutter. Okay. I'm hoping that health is low enough to put him in full restore range. So I'm hoping we can get a sneaky Swords Dance in here. Yes, good. What do I think Krabby or Sableye would be? Boy, I don't know. I don't know the types in too many types. I would imagine... Let me ask you this. How many types can a Pokemon be assigned in too many types? Do you know? Obviously, in base Pokemon, the answer is they can have 2. But how many can you load up per Pokemon in too many types? You brought out Salamence because I used Swords Dance. Which was probably the right move. They're both monotype? Oh, that's nice of you to tell me. I don't know. I'm gonna call Sableye a shiny type, not to be confused with a shiny Pokemon, because it has a big gemstone. And as for Krabby, I'm not sure if there's gonna be a crab type, If there is, it's that. If not, maybe there's like a Scuttle type, you know? Like, maybe it and Spider type Pokemon, like, share that attribute. I think this will kill Salamence, because this is normal effective against him. Nice. Krabby is just Crab type. Okay, well, there you go. Sableye Gamer type. Sure, man. Okay. We are switching to Beautifly strategically here. That's why. We can use Attract! Please survive this flamethrower. Let me use Attract. Hey, 69 health. Nice. Flygon thinks it's nice too. Okay, this will be regular effective because it's Dragon Ground. Of course, we're not a grass type, so this doesn't do amazing. Oh, do we have the Shell Bell too? Nice, nice, okay. You've got 2 more Pokemon after this. I think you have a Kingdra, which worries me a little. Electabuzz can probably take it out. And then, what else do you have? Is it another Shelgon? It must be, right? Must be. I don't know how worried I should be about the second Shelgon, if indeed that is... No! Altaria! Yeah, you have an Altaria hiding. I don't know, I've got electric types. I don't know how worried I am about Altaria and Kingdra. If you knock out Flygon, he's definitely sending out Altaria next. Okay, well... This is a problem. Oh! We still have you! Well, that'll definitely, I think, guarantee Altaria. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I think ground resists bug. I think they resist each other. Not sure about that. So do I use Megahorn? Megahorn will do 120. Takedown. I'm pretty sure Megahorn... Yeah. No, Megahorn's the better choice. Okay. I think it will knock you out. Oh, okay. No, ground doesn't resist. I think bug resists ground, though. I think earthquake isn't very good against it. Okay. We are gonna remember to use counter. Oh, poopy. We're still gonna try for counter. Aerial Ace, don't kill. Yes! That will definitely kill Altaria. We're at least going to make it to Wallace, which is excellent. Which is so good. I'm not worried about you. Holy crap, Megahorn does a crap ton of damage. Okay. Wow, we might win this legit. It's possible. Okay. Now here's the question. What do we do? We've got 15 rare candies to allocate. How do we do it? I feel like putting them all into one basket, not a great idea. I feel like if we do that, it will inevitably turn into a metapod. So I think we have to spread them out amongst our crew. If we spread them out... Is there a level cap here? The level cap is... The level cap was, don't be above level 58 at the start of the first battle. So there's no level cap that we need to worry about going into Wallace. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we use 3 rare candies each on 5 of our Pokemon. We'll raise Aquarius up to level 63. We'll raise these 2 guys who are holding useful items up to level 62. Right? Is that how we want to do it? And then just choose 2 of you randomly to increase. Unfortunately, 15 doesn't divide into 6 very nicely. Well, okay, we could do 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. What do you think of that? That seems reasonable to me. I think that's the way to go. Okay. My mod likes it, so we're doing it. 1. Tahoo. 3. 1. Sure, I don't care. I guess we'll learn. Does Bradman like me enough to evolve into Crobat, or have I let it faint too much while level driving? We will see. And then we were going to raise you as well. Alright, are you going to be a Crobat? No, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I did not train them in a kind and caring manner. Sure. Now who do we lead with? Who does he lead with? I think he leads with Wailord, if memory serves. Obviously, we don't know what we're actually leading with, so I'm just thinking about levels. I don't really have a good grasp on what their stats are like. You know, once we get to the battle frontier, we can get some idea of what their stats look like. We might just lead with Orson. No, Orson saves the day a lot. We don't want to lead with Orson. Let's lead with Prestique. Yeah, we're gonna lead with Prestique. And we'll figure it out from there. And hopefully it's not all Metapods. Okay. Alright. And if we fail here, like I say, we are, we're just gonna beat it the normal way, saving between each battle. And we'll do the challenge another time. What do I have against Metapod? It knows one move, Square. It knows Harden. I can't kill a Melodic with Harden. Who can dance the most elegantly? Have you ever danced with your Pokemon in the pale moonlight, Crispy? Yeah, you do lead with Wailord. Okay, Pupitar is not the most auspicious start to this battle. This is not looking amazing. So let me talk you through it. We've got Pupitar. Rock and Ground. This guy's a water gym leader. This guy's double weak to water. That's a problem. We've got Cast Form. The best thing I can say about Cast Form is that it can use Sunny Day, which would at least weaken his water moves. So he's not entirely useless, but he's mostly useless. Skarmory. I'm pretty sure water resists steel. Spikes is good, and Air Cutter isn't bad, and I think Steven led with a Skarmory in his battle. So Skarmory's pretty solid. Drowsy. Would have preferred a Hypno. Would have preferred the stats. Psychic is good. It's not going to be good enough with 81 special attack. Tentacruel is a water type, going up against other water types. And Furret knows Slam. A move that's only 75% accurate. Yeah, Look, we're gonna try. I'm not gonna give up. So that was Water Spout at half power. Okay. Now does Spikes stack? I don't think it does. I think that might be a thing in future generations. I think you just get the one use of Spikes. Oh, come on. How unlikely. Okay, well at least we thawed right away. Okay, so this is like quarter power. It's okay, use your full restore on this guy, that's fine. My earbud! I think this kills the Skarmory. Oh! It doesn't. Okay. Tentacruel. You know what? I'm gonna say... I'm gonna cautiously say it's safe to swap into this guy, because while Tentacruel, as we can see, is pretty strong, has a pretty high special attack stat, Drowsy has a really high special defense stat. So I'm hoping that whatever it throws at us, we can tank. And that way we can save the Skarmory for the Ludicolo that I've just remembered this guy has. Or you could miss with Hydro Pump. That's also a great option. Toxic's a bit mean. But you're not in full restore range, so... I don't think that will kill. Tentacruel doesn't have a... Yeah, okay. Good. I think we're technically winning? There's Ludicolo. Yeah, we're technically winning. I think swapping Aquarius out is not the right move. I think we have to leave him in and let him die. Double team. Don't do that. Why would you do that? We're sending out Cast Form. Now this might seem like a dumb move, and it quite possibly is, but this is the only water Pokemon on his team that a fire-powered Weather Ball is going to do neutral damage to. That's my thought process. Has Weather Ball always been actually kind of good and powerful? Have I been sleeping on Cast Form this whole time? Does Cast Form not suck? What are your stats? Oh, that's respectable, actually. That's not bad. I mean, that's better than a comparable Spinda, I'm pretty sure. Orson coming in clutch. You were once a Tyranitar, Orson. I want you to channel that energy. Just don't channel the rock typing for me, please. Now's not the time. More double team. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any Pokemon on our team that know Swift or Aerial Ace or a similar always hit move. I think Ludicolo is here to troll us, unfortunately. No. I think we just gotta keep at it. We just gotta pray. And then once we kill Ludicolo, we might have to swap Cast Form out, because this Leech Seed is a little dire. Okay, we want Sunny Day back up. I'm sure at least one of his Pokemon knows Rain Dance, so this is kind of, you know, delaying the inevitable. Yeah. Saw that coming. Alright, Birdo. You're a bird. I would really like it if Air Cutter hit. Oh. Oh, we're still in with a shout. Okay. He's got the advantage, of course, because, because I have 2 fully healed Pokemon. He has 2 fully healed Pokemon, and his remaining Pokemon's doing a lot nicer than mine. So what do we do? Well, that thing's gonna know Earthquake, so we really just have to go in with Furret. Amnesia raises special defense, but I think he's gonna go for Earthquake rather than Surf. And Slam sucks. Or he could go for Hyper Beam. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, we know Rest. We might be able to outlast him. Seems unlikely, but it's possible. You have 3 full restores? Isn't that like 1 too many? Take a nap, Bradman. I probably should have used Rest again and just had him keep churning through his moves until he had to use Struggle. That probably would have been the better play. But, alright, Hydro Pump. Well, you've used Amnesia, but yeah, we'll give it a shot. Yeah, that's what I thought. I could use Barrier, but what's the point? Well, here's what I'm learning from this battle. This is possible. And with Pokemon that are bred with a little bit better stats, and with some items that we can get from the Battle Frontier, like leftovers or who knows what, it'll be even a little more possible. But for right now, this evening, we're just gonna do it the normie way. We're gonna save after every battle. We'll even and you know, we might even reset you know, if we get a bad hand. We just want to beat this game. how does this team look? It's not the worst I've ever seen. Let's send in Rapidash. Yeah, I really want to get to Explorers of Sky, so that's why I'm not willing to prolong this any more than we have to. I want to park on this. It'll remain on the wheel. It'll get downgraded, or no, it won't get downgraded. It's already a very small slice. So it'll still be on the wheel. It could come back any day. But I want our main game that we focus on to be Mystery Dungeon. Although, if we're feeling Pokemon'd out, we might give this a week or two. You know, we might wait on this. We might not get right into it. But we might get right into it. I haven't decided yet. What if we're tingled out? You don't get a choice in that, I'm afraid. The tingling will continue until morale improves. Or until I get $50. Those are my conditions. I think I'm gonna have that $50 clause as an out for any game. If you, my loyal royal subjects, are sick of any game that I'm playing and don't want to see it on the wheel ever again, I think an extortion fee of $50 to send it to the Shadow Realm is most reasonable. Why do I have the fee so high? Because I don't actually want to remove really anything from the wheel unless I have to. We did, and I told Czar about this, because Czar was the one who was most excited about this game. Because of how loud the fan on the laptop is, next time we play PC games, or indeed have Coconut Cam, this is going to have to be in another room. Which means I am limited to games that I can stream successfully on the Mac from the laptop. Which means Lords of Magic has fallen off the wheel, unfortunately. It's not to say it'll never ever come back, but it's not likely. Same deal with... similar deal with Cassette Beasts in that nobody seems excited about Cassette Beasts, including myself, I'm sorry to say. Like, it's a neat game. I don't want to say it's a bad game or nothing. You are? You're excited about Cassette Beasts? I can't tell if you mean that or if you're trolling. We had a discussion about this in Discord and you didn't speak up. You never... You didn't come to defend Cassette Beasts when I said it's coming off the wheel because no one showed it any love in the last poll. It's getting a sequel? Maybe we'll check out the sequel. we will lead with Prestique this time. Yeah, you can't do anything to Ghost Pokemon, Togetic. Kingdra. You can't do anything. Vileplume. Perish Song. That's always fun. Well, we've got some Pokemon we can use. Togetic ain't one of them. I don't know. Bomb, you're the Cassette Beast's advocate here, so I'll pose it to you. Do you want Cassette Beasts back on the wheel to randomly come back, knowing that we'll have to start a new game because I don't have that save data anymore? Or do we just make a mental note to check out the sequel when it comes out? Check out the sequel? Okay. I agree that that's the best plan. Oh, you taught your Banette Psychic. How kind of you. Go, Damage Sponge! You are somewhat useful, actually. You can use Wish, which I can use, swap in a different Pokemon, and it can get healed. Okay, Togetic, you were not completely useless this battle. What did Stun Sport hit? That's right, you know Ice Beam because you're a jerk. I mean, how much does Water Gun do? Well, that was a critical hit. That does reasonable amounts of damage. Not dissimilar from how much Shadow Ball is doing, honestly. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Every day, every single day I've streamed, somebody has been born. Well, you know, in years gone by, I was yeah, no. In the past, of course, Crispy Cassette was, you know, worshipped and seen as a, you know, god of fertility, obviously. I've been around for thousands of years. No hydro pump. No, don't use double team. Come on. Not all of them had giant knockers. No, no, no. Don't believe everything you see in the British Museum. Oh yeah, just use Parish Song. If I had remembered I had that, I would have done that a while ago. Bradman could play the piano? Good, good. We're being historically accurate. You know, that's important to me. Bye-bye, Sableye! Now, the only tricky thing... I mean, I say it's tricky, but it really isn't. Is that we're not going to have the rare candies for Wallace this time, because I am going to hoard them for the next time we attempt the challenge. I think realistically that shouldn't matter, because we will be using items in battle. We're going to revive and full restore the crap out of our Pokemon. How are we doing with these folks? Nobody's really taken the lead, so I guess we'll lead with Aquarius. What do we got? This doesn't look like a particularly great hand. I mean, it could be worse, but it really isn't great. Dratini is, not sure how useful Dratini is going to be. So you're probably going to switch into a Glalie. What does that mean for me? I think it means I'm going to switch into Kangaskhan. You're sticking with Celio. Does it know Blizzard? And that's why you stuck with it? Because Blizzard will always hit? Why didn't you switch to a non-water type? I am confusion. Yes, it does know Blizzard. Okay. Alright, fair play. You're pretty slow, too. But I think you're gonna be faster than Celio. Oh, hey! Pictos! Hello there! Hope you're doing well this evening. Just realized I'm 2 starters. Do I? I had Trico. What else did I have? Picto it is. Well, hello. Oh, I've got a Torchic. Yeah, Emerald's great. I love it a lot. I've never played it like this, though. So with this one, every time you go into battle, your Pokemon turn to a different species. It's been quite a challenge, as you might imagine. But it's been fun. Okay. Weird. The Pokemon order has been very different from the last couple of times we've tried her. There's Hail. You setting up for more blizzards? Does Walrein know Blizzard? It probably does. Probably does. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's always an option. That's allowed, I guess. Okay. Well then. I mean, I think we probably end with Kangaskhan. We're gonna try for Flamethrower. Is that smart? You probably have Thick Fat. Oh, these fire moves might not do a whole lot to you. Well, let's find... Okay, maybe we don't get to find out. Okay. No, fair play. Then let's do this. We're gonna play a little dirty because we're fed up with losing, right? We're gonna revive. Who are we bringing back? I think we're bringing back Prestique. Woof did try. Unfortunately, Bradman doesn't stand much of a chance here either. We're gonna send out Orson. Assuming I'm faster, Orson stands a smidgen of a chance. If I'm not faster, though... I mean, we could... Okay, no, we're not faster. We gone! Oh, interesting. It learns Endure and Reversal. I mean, that's a decent combo, I suppose. You'd want something a little nicer, but... You know... All things considered. Yeah, he's holding... I guess she. She's holding the... Little Bab up in its arms. It's good. It's cute. We like it. Now, I suspect you're going to use a full restore, so I don't see any reason why I can't. Yep. That's too bad. The confusion was nice to have there, but, you know, so be it. Just don't freeze. If you freeze, I'm just going to use another full restore, unfortunately. We're done playing nice with the Pokemon League. We want to win. We want to switch to Mystery Dungeon here next time we play Pokemans. Is that so wrong? Maybe it is. Alright. So long, Glacia. As long as we've got a few viable Pokemon with Drake, we can manage. You know, we can... I thought we kind of clutched it last time. Welcome back, Czar. We've given up on trying to beat it under the arbitrary level cap that the Retro Achievements website has put in place for us. I've decided that I probably need to breed Pokemon with better stats in order to do that. So we're using items in battle. We're cheating, basically. You know, here's the thing. If the Elite Four had 0 full restores, I think we would win most of the time. Just because our Pokemon are EV trained and we've got a little bit better strategies. You know, the things that are hampering us is that they can heal, and we weren't able to heal. As well, this could be okay. Um, as well. Yeah, we can just get, like, crap Pokemon sometimes. You know, Togetic didn't do a whole lot for us in the Ghost fight. Right? And our Pokemon have questionable learn sets. No. I've been, you know, a while back, I told you guys I was watching Fammy Daily, which is a chronology, just like a short 5 to 10 minute video on every game ever released for the Nintendo Famicom, or Family Computer. I got back into that recently, and that's been nice. But aside from that, no, I haven't been... I don't think I've been watching anything too interesting. I did watch a video by Japan Analysis about a quitting agency. Like, they have agencies in Japan that'll quit your job for you. And it sounds like this particular quitting agency was kind of shady. It was interesting. Japan Analysis, or Japanalysis, I'm not sure which it is, but that's a neat channel on kind of Japanese culture for an American audience. I dig it. I feel like I did watch a video once upon a time about, like, car dealerships. Yeah, that does sound familiar. Okay. What do I have that can deal with Flygon? Maybe Sableye? Maybe Sableye. Maybe not. If you're gonna use one, so can I, bud. So can I. Oh, you didn't use one! What? Do you only have one full restore and you already blew it on your shell gun? Strange if true. Yeah, I'm certainly not... I mean, I would encourage you to check out the video rather than, you know, take my word on any of that, but my understanding is that basically with Japan, there's no such thing as at-will employment. You are locked into a contract, basically, when you start a job. Federal Japanese law says that you have to give 2 weeks' notice. A lot of workplaces will try to put in their contracts more restrictive, like, quitting turnaround times, like saying, no, you have to give us 6 months' notice. And that's... it's not enforceable, But it's weird. So, like, you can be like, well, no, the law says I only have to give you 2 weeks' notice, so I'm leaving. Bye. Well, it sounds like a lot of the shadier workplaces out there will just decide to commit lawsuit at that time. Which is, not cool. And, it'll probably take 3 years and you'll lose a lot of lawyers' fees. Even though, the workplace will probably end up losing the lawsuit, it's going to be so long and protracted that you're going to be worse off in the end. What else? It's also weird. So, like, if you say, okay, I'm quitting in 3 months, you give a 3-month notice, and and then you change your mind and you're like, no, I actually need to quit 2 weeks from now. You can't do that. That's illegal. Once you've tendered your resignation, you gotta stick with that resignation date, which is just kind of wild. I don't know. It's a strange system they got there from the outside looking in. Oh, I thought that would lower your speed. Well, that's what I get for not reading, I guess. Which one of you is faster? I mean, you have boosted speed, so it probably doesn't matter. Oh, I could have gone for hypnosis. Oh, and there's your full restore. You were hoarding it. You jerk. Oh, we've got items. Might as well use them. We haven't even seen Salamence, have we? So, yeah, I think the best thing we can do is just heal everybody, as lame as that is. Ooh, but don't let you get too powerful, though. Yeah, Dragon Dance is kind of spooky. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, that did a lot. intimidate. Let's use a revive on you. Gotta bring everyone back. Yeah, flamethrower. Probably should have guessed that. Bring back Poliwrath. Probably want to bring back Camerupt too. We're saying Nebraska doesn't exist? I don't know, I've been there. Pretty sure I've been there. Nebraska's a very dense Springsteen album. Haven't given that one a listen myself. I don't think I've ever sat down and listened to a full Springsteen album. No, probably have not done that. Hey, it's more likely than you think. Nebraska goes electric? Oh, the fans will never accept it. Okay. We're finally in with Orson, and we're gonna try Rock Slide. I think that's our best shot at taking out Salamence. Oh, come on! Hit! We're using more full restores. You see how I'm playing the Pokemon League now, where I'm just, like, cycling Pokemon in and out, and using revives and using full restores? This is exactly how I beat the Pokemon League the very first time I fought them, when I was, like, you know, 10. Well, I was younger than that, even. This is how every young kid beats the Pokemon League. I promise you. Okay. We made it. Is this how I beat Cynthia? You know, it's possible. Salamence is a flying type, yes. But it's also Dragon, which means Electric would only be neutrally effective, which, you know, would still be good. Sad indeed. I'm the Poke King? No, I don't think so. If I was the Poke King, we would have won against Wallace that last round. I bet somebody could have won against Wallace with those Pokemon. I bet someone could have. I wrote the game fact on Cynthia. Alright, well... I mean, all of our Pokemon are level 59. We're gonna go walk up to Wallace and we're gonna say, hey, I've got 75 full restores and 75 revives. Let's have a battle, you and me, and see who wins. They would have spreadsheets with damage calcs. Yeah, that's true. That's probably true. Grommet has some words for me? Who's Grommet? The dog? From Of Wallace fame? Wallace and? Grommet doesn't speak. Grommet has no words for me. What are you on about? No! Yeah, we're resetting. I'm gonna talk you through it, and you're going to agree. We have a Weedle. Enough said. We have a Pooch. We have a Melodic. That's decent. That's okay if we weren't fighting a Water Elite Four member. We have an Incada. Or an Incada, I suppose. We have Kirlia, which is almost viable. Oh, your only attacking moves are Future Sight and Dream Eater. And we have Tentacool. And we didn't win with Tentacruel last time. Yeah, we're resetting. We need... We don't need a perfect hand, but we need something a hell of a lot better than that. Almost viable. The best kind of viable. I would try if most of the team was, you know, viable and almost viable. Oh, thank you for grabbing Orson. I hope that helps us. No, Grommet doesn't speak like Scooby-Doo, and thank God it doesn't speak like Scrappy-Doo. Okay, Persian. Persian is a Pokemon that exists. Okay, we've got some problems. Persian is a Pokemon that exists. You know, we could do some real funny crap with Destiny Bond with Gengar. We might have to try Destiny Bond and just revive and keep using Destiny Bond. I hate that, but that might be where we're at. Jumpluff is not so good. It's got Leech Seed. So, at the very least, if we can land a Leech Seed, we can probably outlast him with full restores. Smeargle is absolute trash. Magmar is a great Pokemon if we weren't fighting the Water Gym leader. Sunny Day can kind of stall things out a little bit. And Golbat's okay. Just okay. I think we're gonna try. We're gonna try the Destiny Bond nonsense. Oh, this isn't gonna knock me out, though. Alright, let's try it. Come on, Whale Lord. I'm taking you with me. No! This Destiny Bond strategy is not working because every time I use it, it misses Blizzard. And then when I switch, it hits Blizzard. The game knows what I'm up to. It's wise to my tricks. Yeah, Smeargle is cool. Like, it can learn a lot of really nifty moves. But... that... with the Smeargle I have, I can basically wait for a Pokemon to knock me out with a move. And then if I use Sketch, I can learn that one move. Probably. Because my speed isn't actually even that good, honestly. It's just not the best situation. Okay, that's your best Pokemon, I think. So we are gonna Leech Seed again. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, I could be really mean and just use full restores until you run out of Ice Beams. Guess what we're doing, folks? This is how we're fighting. This is how we fight. You may not like it, but this is what peak Pokemon looks like. I'm clowning on him like Wally. Exactly. We will make you respect Jumpluff. Oh! That wasn't even a critical hit. That was just a good damage roll, huh? Okay. Well. We're gonna revive both of these guys if possible. Oh, you know Recover? That's pretty cringe, mate. That's pretty cringe. Sketch it. Okay, no. I won't outlast. So let's just use an item. Prestique is just here to be a damage sponge. All right, let's try the Destiny Bond shenanigans again. Okay, don't use recover, please. Please make an attempt to destroy me.
No.
Well, I'm learning about your AI, I guess. Oh, joy. Okay, I think this time you will go for the kill, so let's do this and let's take you out, please. I don't even know if... I don't think Destiny Bond's a guarantee, but... Good. You needed to go away. Destiny Bond only worked on one Pokemon. That is unfortunate. We still have Leech Seed. We'll always have Leech Seed. I don't think you're going to have Liquid Ooze. I think you're going to have Clear Body as your ability. Okay. Now you could still know, like, Thunderbolt or Ice Beam, of course. But we're gonna hope that you don't. We're gonna revive these fine folks. Hydro Pump, yeah. This isn't the victory we wanted. You do have Ice Beam. Interesting. It must do slightly less than Hydro Pump. This is the victory we deserve? I don't know. I feel like we deserve a better victory, but... who am I to argue at this point? It's the victory we're gonna get. Champion Wallace used full restore. I mean, I've already used like 10, so go ahead. I mean, if nothing else... oh, I must be the one with the lax incense if Ice Beam is missing. Yeah, I don't know what to say, really. It's... We still needed to do all that grinding off stream, because, yeah, we definitely wouldn't have stood a chance at... what were we, level, like, 45? Previously? Yeah, that would never have worked. Even with all the full restores you want, that just would not have worked. You used another one? I say, just pouring full restores over my entire team. Look, I expect better from him. I don't expect better from me. He will run out of ice beams eventually. Oh no! I was frozen today. Okay. The Tentacruel is gone. Wish Cash. Oh, don't do that. No, that kind of interferes with my plans a little bit. What does Haze do? Does Haze undo that? It does. We're doing that on purpose. Haze is not a move I would normally use. But we don't want Amnesia to raise special defense because we want Mega Drain to just get this guy. It's okay. It's fine. Okay, so first things first. Yeah. It doesn't affect. Okay. That's kind of what I wanted to confirm. Do you know Swift? No. Spamming double team is a dick move, Wallace. Are we winning yet, Mr. Krabs? We're getting there. We're getting there. Just hold your horses. Okay, somehow we hit through all of those double teams. That we didn't deserve that. Yes, I'm familiar with what a Swift code is in relation to to international banking. Thank you, Bomb. Okay. Alright, sunlight faded, so Surf is at full strength. I can't remember if this is your last Pokemon or your second to last. I sure hope it's your last. It's getting late. Don't do that. Don't do that. No one wants to see Gyarados win. Hopefully this guy's out of full restores. I mean, I still have, you know, a couple dozen. No, you still had one left. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like you're able to do much damage to my Jumpluff here, so I think the best thing for us to do is revive and heal the folks that I can. I think I'll switch to Magmar. Just let, unfortunately, Magmar take the Surf. Faint. And then we'll switch to, I think, Bradman. Because I feel like Poison Fang might be a good way to deal with you. So we might win with Bradman. It seems a decent enough strategy. If you can call anything we've done after... Oh, Hyper Beam. Well... That's unexpected. Sorry, Bradman unfortunately got hit with a giant laser beam. So it is in fact Orson! Assuming this is the last Pokemon. Orson to save the day! It's a bit of a hollow victory. But, it's alright. We completed it, you idiot. This is where we keep the records. Alright. Come on, guys. Oh. Aquarius. Orson, the Gengar. And Eclipse is rather fond of Gengar, so that's nice. Birdo, the Jumpluff. Prestique, the Smeargle. Woof, the Magmar. And Bradman, the Golbat. That's what we ended up with. I didn't get the internet points for this. I'm gonna let the credits run. Oh yeah, no, the credits, all the Pokemon I caught. It's great. I think this might be bugged. I don't know. We'll see if we get it when the credits are done. Yeah, there's that Mew I totally got legit from Nintendo. And there's Torchic, my starter. Well, I won, but it didn't say that I won. I didn't get the achievement. I think I'm just doing some reading here. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do some reading on this. It seems like there might be some... There might be some nonsense here with how this one is coded, and maybe the description isn't as clear as it should be. I don't know. Ultimately, here's where I'm at. I know we beat the game. You saw that we beat the game. We didn't do it the most honorably, but we did it. We're gonna... I'm gonna get us to the battle frontier. And then we're gonna shut it down. And then I'm gonna work on this in the background. I'm gonna get us some new Pokemon. I'm gonna learn how to frick to breed in Pokemon Emerald. I'm gonna figure out how to get some decent items from the battle towers and the battle frontier. And we'll give it a go, because we have to do it properly, right? We have to do the version without any healing anyway. Oh yeah, this releases Latias or Latios into the into the world. We're gonna release Latios. Oh, Repel's effect wore off. That's right. I had Repel active. Oh, now we get the national decks. Wow, wow, wee, wow. I can't wait to catch a Sudowoodo. Now, I think if you have a fully complete Pokedex, I think you can get a... Yeah. You really have completed the Hoenn's Pokedex. Okay, you just have to complete the Hoenn-Dex, apparently. Right? This is how you get... Yeah, Cyndaquil. Obviously. No. You live in the PC. It's weird seeing that table there. That table shouldn't be there. No acknowledgement for completing the national decks, which is fine. Scott, I'm aboard the SS Title. There's this place I like... Do I have a Pokemon that knows Fly? I think I can teach Fly to Golbat. I can't. Okay. Far-fetched should, though. Okay, we need to get on the boat. Oh dear. There's Scott. Okay, Battle Frontier. There's only one thing I want to do in this ship, and that is... if we go in here, we can get the leftovers. No? It's in one of these trash cans. There it is. Get in the boat, Shinji. Okay. Sleep in the bed. We could battle all the people here, but I have no interest in doing that right now. Okay. Battle Frontier. Pokemon. Do 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 do. Step this way. Okay, so we're gonna do a few things before we shut off the game. The first is we are going to... No, not here. Apparently not here. Although that house actually... Hold on, let's go back to that house real quick. There's an NPC I'm looking for. No, you're not the one. So, there's an NPC here who will tell me about the stats my Pokemon has. And I want to know that because we're going to have to breed Pokemon. And so I need to breed Pokemon with decent stats. So I need to figure out where this guy lives. No, not you. Not you. It's an old NPC. It's an old man. No, not you. Ah, I think it's you. Yes. Alright, tell me about Aquarius. Average ability. See, we need something better than average. And its special attack is quite impressive. Okay. Orson. Did that say above average? Did it say Orson was above average? Let's take a look again. No, being of average. Its attack is quite impressive. Okay. What else do we got? Birdo, what about you? Better than average. Okay, it has good HP. Prestique. Quite impressive. I think that's like top tier. Special attack is flawless for Prestique, really? Okay. Average defense is outstanding. Okay, what about Bradman? Better than average. Special attack is flawless. Okay. So we have a couple of Pokemon with perfect stats. We want them all to be better than average, I think. And unfortunately, they're all past the level cap now, so it has to be a whole new brood of Pokemon. The one other thing I'm going to do before I shut off the game and just kind of fiddle with this in the background. So basically, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this off the wheel. And this is just going to come back someday when you least expect it, when I'm ready. Because I need to do some jiggering. I want to talk to this guy because he's going to give me some battle points, and I can potentially use those on items. I think I'm going to need a lot of battle points. I might have to do some battles off stream to get items so we can actually beat the Pokemon League. This is kind of silly, but I think this is where we're at. Okay. And now that we're here, right, we can just fly here, right? Yes. Okay, so we never have to ride the boat again. Okay. That's where we're leaving it for now. We beat it, but I didn't really accomplish what I want to, so I'm a little upset, but that's fine. I'll work on that in the background. When next we play Pokemon, we're gonna play Dungeons Team Himmel. Mystery Dungeon Explorer of the Sky. This is the German version, because only the PAL version is compatible with the fake internet points. Alright. That's all I got. I'm out of here. Folks, you have a good evening. You take care. We'll be back probably maybe on Sunday, but otherwise we'll be back next week. Check the Discord for more info as per the usual. And if you're watching and you're not in the Discord, consider joining. We're chill, we hang out, we have fun.